let's welcome Ryan Shumway.
Hi, I am Ryan. I'm an adult with Asperger's syndrome, a high-functioning form of autism. I am also a son, brother, cousin, nephew, and friend. I am an employee and a volunteer. I am from Essex Junction, Vermont, and I was adopted at 6.5 months old. I am my parents' only son. I am also a CCS consumer. I was diagnosed at 3 years old with autism. This was later changed when I was about 7 to Asperger's syndrome. Although my journey with Asperger's syndrome has been difficult at times, I am proud of my accomplishments and thrilled to be speaking to you tonight. My life before entering school was a very calm experience. My mom stayed home with me and my sister. She is very organized and calm, so my life was the same. I have great memories of when I was little. Then came school. Elementary school was less difficult for me than middle school and high school. There were few requirements for me to be like everyone else. I had a really great support system with my teachers and my aides. I had a few friends, but sometimes did not like the chaos school brought with it. Best part was there was little or no homework, so when the school day was done, I was able to relax immediately. Middle school showed me a taste of what was on the horizon when I got to high school. I became a loner. Some of the teachers were unwilling to truly understand the accommodations I needed to be successful. Stay focused was a constant statement either written on my report card or spoken to me. How do you explain to someone they can't focus with all the extra stimuli at school, and that entering that school daily put my body and mind on high alert? I won't even mention the homework, projects, and tests that I was expected to complete. Needed to be just like everyone else, even though I wasn't. Although middle school was a totally stress-filled environment, I attended school every day and had perfect attendance all 3 years. High school was very difficult. A lot of students did not understand themselves, let alone my autism. The bullying I experienced in middle school followed me into high school. In addition, the workload was huge. Spent hours doing homework with the help of my mom. She was my pillar of strength and encouragement. She also understood how to teach me in a way that helped me to remember what I needed to know. To this day, I remember that deciduous trees decide to lose their leaves. She also helped me to understand that my best is all I could do. I also had some fantastic teachers that helped change my life. One in particular, a history teacher, made me feel accepted. Because of his support and dedication, I was able to overcome the embarrassment of my disability. When I completed his class, I spoke to him about the difference he made in my life and how lucky I was to have him as a teacher. His response was that he was the lucky one, and that my hard work and dedication was an inspiration, and that I was the one who had changed his life. It was at this time I started to share the aspects of my Asperger's with people who are not my family. I was done hiding. It was a relief for me to share with people who I was. Like a boulder of shame and embarrassment had finally been lifted. I'm proud to say that after a lot of hard work and dedication, and perfect attendance throughout not only middle school, but also high school. I graduated from high school with honors and 6 extra credits. After high school, I was lucky enough to begin working with a great team of people through Champlain Community Services. I still work with this wonderful team and am thankful for their support and guidance. They have helped me put together a resume and find a job through the Way to Work program. My first job was working in a daycare, and that is where I found my calling in life, is working with children. It is something I really enjoy, and those who know me well call me the baby whisperer. I continue to work in the childcare field, and I love it. With the support I received through CCS's Way to Work program, work up to 24 hours a week. I have gone from having my job coach with me during the entire scheduled work day to only using them as a form of transportation. I was able to work full-time last summer for a little over a month, but I have to admit it was a bit too much for me. I now understand why people say weekends are too short. I have taken several classes on early childhood development, including an early childhood developmental class through UVM's Think College program. Going back to school was not something I looked forward to, but knew it was something that needed to be done to continue on in my field of employment. There were days that were difficult and stressful, but I got it done with the support of my mentors and Michelle, my services coordinator at Champlain Community Services. I completed the class with a B average.
Wow.
I have spoken to a group of students with Asperger's syndrome in a local high school. I have presented my story to various groups that work with young adults that might have Asperger's or a form of autism. For 2 years, I created a raffle with all the benefits going to Autism Puzzle. Each year, I raised approximately $200. Last year, I was the keynote speaker to Autism Puzzle's Casino Night. 5 years ago, that was something I would have never been comfortable doing. But with the guidance of CCS, I stood up and gave that speech to a room full of people. I am proud I was successful in helping raise autism awareness. My hope is by educating others about my journey with Asperger's and what I have been able to accomplish with the help of CCS, it will help to open their perception to what is possible. Maybe it will give strength to someone who is struggling with their own diagnosis of Asperger's. Maybe it will help people to be a bit more accepting. Being born with Asperger's syndrome has changed my life. My journey has taken many different roads, some are bumpier than others, but when I took crossroads, took the path of acceptance, my life then became very clear. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of Champlain Community Services annual auction. These services they are able to offer their clients help them to attain success in their jobs, success in their communities, and success in their lives. My hope is this evening brings attention to this wonderful organization and of course a lot of money through this wonderful auction. Have a wonderful evening and spend day.